I sewed this particular dress using 1 yard, 3/4 yard, not up to 2 yards, and I made this dress. The sewing video, all right. This is part 2. The part 1 has been done, and in this part 2, it is the sewing video. The first thing I did is join my band to make it longer, and at the same time I did my slanting at the waist, to avoid it budging, for the zip, to avoid it budging. So this is my back. First thing first is to make my back complete. For those that have not watched the sewing video, the cutting video, do watch the cutting video. You will understand, all right? Remember this particular style I'm sewing right now, the fabric was not up to 2 yards. It was one yard, 1/4 yards. Okay, so we are making this dress with 1 yard, 3/4 yard. Okay, not up to 2 yards. So the first thing is just to trim all the trimables, okay, and add my band to increase the length. That is the first thing I did. You can see it, okay. I've increased the length of the back. The back is not complete. That is the first step. The next thing that needs to be done is this front. For those that have not watched the part 1, please do watch the part 1. Now, this is a princess that when I was cutting it, this particular center, this center was not enough. Okay, this center princess part was not long enough. It was 15, and it was meant to be 17, but it was 15 when cutting it because we were managing the fabric. The fabric I had was small, so I had to take pieces and join it for it to be enough. So measuring it, I'll add my 2 inches and cut. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is add the band to complete this center. The side is the sides are complete, but the center is not complete. So the sides are complete. So you can see what I did first is join it. Okay, this is how it is. I'll take out the excesses by the sides. Okay, the excesses by the side. Now this is what I'll be doing next, is sewing my princess dart, completing it. This is how I should. I will have to sew here, okay, this way. All right, I'll turn it this way and sew from here to here. The same thing will be done here to here, just the normal way we sew our princess. And I've done it. This is how it is. Make sure you watch the cutting video of this. It will make it more clearer for you, because you'll be wondering, why am I joining? I'm joining because the fabric is not enough and I must make that dress. So this is the armhole. I usually recut my armhole, especially when sewing princess darts. This is better for me. Okay, this is better. The next thing I'll do is facing. This is a blue I have. They are not the same texture. They are not even the same shade of blue, but I will be using it for my facing. Okay, you can see the two of them are not the same shade of blue, and the thickness are not the same. So it has to go inside. It can't be anywhere at the fabric at the front. So this is my facing. I'm trying to cut the facing for the front first. For those that need extensive video on how to cut your facing, there's a video on my channel on how you cut your facing, well explained. Do watch it out. So what I'm doing now is cut the facing for this dress. Now, like I said in the cutting video, that the finishing of this dress can only be done either bias. You can do taping, one. You can do lining, you can do facing, but the lining has to be a lycra lining. Okay, so this is the facing. All right, I will be sewing it, but before then, let me get the center. This is the center. All right, then you place it. Now the style on this dress has a V. All right, so when sewing it, I will be creating that V. I did not cut it initially because I don't want it wide. I prefer to sew it. I'll go this way. All right, in between, give it a V at the center. You can see how I wish this pen can go well, but hope you can see what I'm doing with my hand. Then I'll go this way. Okay, so at the center of the zip, I will go half inches on both sides, then slant it. Now this is what I've made. Okay, this is it. The next thing I'll do is top stitch because it needs to relax. It needs to relax, so I will be top stitching so it can easily relax. All right, first let me check the length. The total is 8. All right, I went for 8 in total, so that V is about 4 inches. So the next is to top stitch. I will be folding it this way. I have done that. Okay, I've top stitched to help it relax. You can see the sewing done. I equally did it here. So this is the top stitched front. It gives it a relaxing effect when you top stitch, though yet to iron, but it's a little bit relaxed. So this is the front is done. The next is this back. Okay, the same facing I did to the front, I'll do to the back. I equally fold this piece, get my facing, fold it and get my facing. Now you can see how I'm placing it. If you do not know how to go around with your facing, there's a video of my channel. Do watch it because it will help in a long way run. It will really help you. Now facing must be folded into two. It is must you fold it into two when cutting your facing. All right, so this is the back facing. I'll just go ahead, I'll place it in the front, and so now I've sewn it. I've equally top stitched it to give it a relaxing effect. Top stitching or sewing on the facing close to it's to help you relax. Okay, now the next thing is for me to join the skirt, the down part of the gown with the upper part of the gown, and I'm starting with the front. The front, this is the front. Okay, I will be placing the skirt this way. I'll join it here. Now you will ask, what of the darts, that blah blah? There is no dart. It's a stretchy fabric, no darts. All right, I've sewn the front. I will equally do the same to the back. Okay, I will equally do the same thing I did to the front to the back. I'll join the skirt to the waistlines. Okay, join it here. I equally join it. Then once that is done, this is it. Let me turn it up. I equally held the zip part. This is the slit. I held it down. All this part will be the zip part. Now this is how it looks. It looks so good. You will not even know it is for managing. I manage the fabric. Now the next thing is to join your shoulder. You join the shoulder like the facing, the fabric and the facing. You can see this is how you join it. Pin it, then you sew straight. The way I'm holding it is how you sew straight, half inches. You're sewing both the facing and the fabric itself. The same thing on the other part too. You put two of them together and sew. Now I've gone ahead to join the shoulder. You can see I joined it straight, the facing and the fabric together. So this is how it looks. This is how it looks. Then you turn it this way. It is shaping time, okay? It is time to shape, and the waistline of your front and back must be the same place when joining it. So that is the first place you pin. You pin the down and every other place. Now, I've shaped it. This is how it looks. Okay, this is how it looks. I only shaped it. The hand have not been fixed. And I'm noticing the length is too long, so I will be, cutting it off the length of the gown. I will be shortening it. Then can see the V how it looks. Not yet iron. When iron, this is the armhole. I've not fixed the cap sleeve. This is the back, all right, for the zip, not yet fixed. Okay, so this is the level we have got into. Okay, this is it. All these parts will be well ironed and hem gummed, to make it firm and steady. The armhole too will be recut and fixed. Now, like I said earlier, that I will be recutting, I will be reducing the length of that gown I have. Now, what I cut out is what I'm using as the cap sleeve. This is what I cut out. Okay, that is what I'm using as cap sleeve. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and cut my cap sleeve. Okay, I'll just go ahead and cut it. This is how you cut it. Okay, this is my cap sleeve. Now let's measure the length. You can see this is 4. For me, total of 4 or 3 is okay. This is about 5 3/4. So the height is 5. The width is about 5 3/4, about 6. Okay, so I'll fold the second. I need the cap sleeve to be 2, so I'll just go ahead and fold the remaining one and trace it out and cut. Okay, I'll trace it out and cut. Place it this way. Then you cut. This is it. This is my cap sleeve. So I'll just go ahead and sew it on the fabric. Now you can see on the sleeve, sorry, I've sewn it. This is how it looks. I've sewn it on the fabric. Okay, I've equally folded the down of this. I couldn't start the other machine to do taping on the down, so I had to just fold it. Now looking at this joining on the front, is looking like a style. This band on the front I used to increase the length, and this is my cap curl, cap sleeve. It's so beautiful. Just 1 3/4 yard gave me this particular dress. 1 3/4 yard gave me this dress. I'm so happy I said yes, that I can do it. Okay, she brought it that she doesn't know what to do with this fabric. 1 yard 3/4. I said, do not worry, bring it. This particular dress, I use 1 yard 3/4 yards to do it. Now, I would love to say something. The fact that I use 1 3/4 yard to make this dress does not mean you will. This particular fabric is a length 60. So 1 yard by length 60. That is how do I put it? The where you measure it for 1 yard is 1 yard, but the length is by 60. There are some fabric that are by 60, like Ankara is by 45. Okay, this particular fabric is those kind of fabric that are by 60. Okay, so that is why it was much easier for me. If you have not subscribed, do subscribe, guys.